Wait, boycott Home Depot? But where are people gonna hire the illegals then? Florida cops don't give a fuck. Wait, is this a
What
new
happens when theater kids grow up to become useless adults? Their unemployed behavior becomes a plague on us all. As outside Florida's alligator Alcatraz, they thought song would stop federal law.
I'm fighting for immigrants and families that deserve to be safe. No one deserves to not come home from a day of work.
Why are you being arrested?
I'm being arrested for peacefully protesting the horrible treatment of human beings by ICE agents.
It's called obstruction. Obstruction of justice.
These people are being
Holy shit, the cop.
arrested for
Cops
peacefully
don't-
protesting
What a fucking giga chat,
the
dude.
horrible
Look at
treatment
the
of
cop.
human beings by ICE agents.
It's called obstruction. Obstruction of justice.
These people are being treated horribly. They're human beings. And it's not
Now that Dade County Sheriff was arresting them for obstruction, which in this scenario only has a 1-year maximum penalty. But we're all hoping they continue their I am not afraid chants all the way to county jail, as a judge should throw the book at them just for their stupidity alone, as there's a 0% chance DHS would hear these chants, rethink their lives, and suddenly stop enforcing the law. But what's worse than when these EBT tribes try this? When a church in Charlotte thought the same, turning a gospel song into anti-ICE activism.
Dude, bro. That's so bad, man.
Then going into combat training.
This was an event at a church there on Monday night. People acted out immigration detainments, and the rest of the room practiced filming them and making noise to call attention to them.
Imagine going to church to learn about Jesus, only to spend your time learning to fight ICE in the unlikely event the agents are frail old men afraid of blue vests. As unfortunately for them, the feds were somehow not deterred by the church's training. As all across the country, the left seems to have unlimited free time to collectively accomplish nothing, as these are likely those same climate activists finding a brand new grift after they finally started handing out hefty prison sentences to them, as their story arc heads in the same direction, where a main source of contention is the massive ICE activity outside Home Depots.
It all happened outside the Carecen Day Labor Center next to the Home Depot. Within seconds, they launch gas canisters. One person tries to run and is chased by an officer. He falls down, gets up, and still tries to run.
Mira la migración les dije.
This man says he saw the agents and screamed out, ICE is here.
Called me and he said that he was at Home Depot and that there was guys with guns in the parking lot.
Dude, you want
he's like, I think it's
Dude, the strategy here is so easy. Like, guys, this is so simple. If you don't want ICE to come get you, just don't be here illegally. It just seems so easy. Like, it's just so easy. Like, you just don't come here illegally, you know? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems easy to me, right? Thanks, Rognar. Thank you for the bits. The Allies were horrible to their own population during World War II. The only big German bad allowed them to be considered more. What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Rognar.
ICE.
Thanks for the follow, dude.
Are
Thank
you
you.
sure? And then his
Yeah,
wife
you just
went
don't break the
dead.
law.
I live nearby, so
That's also how you don't get shot by the cops, by the way, is like, you know, they stop you, they do a little, little check, you say like, I don't have anything. And they're like, your outfit's a little baggy, you might have like a gun, like, we're gonna go check it, we're gonna pat you down, can you just let them do it? And then you just like, yes, sir, yes, officer, yes, I got nothing. And they just let you go. Yeah, it's so easy. It's so easy.
Here.
I'm sure she was certain it was ICE, otherwise she wouldn't be rushing over to a place.
I guarantee you that if they were trying to arrest me and I started yelling at a cop and he told me to put my hands on the dashboard and then I pulled out a gun on him, I'm pretty sure I'd get shot too. Or if I pulled out a knife on him, I'm pretty sure I'd get shot too. Like I think you would. Yeah, in those cases. I think I would definitely get shot in those cases.
That had guys with guns in the parking lot, but she simultaneously needs to fearmonger over unknown masked men in Home Depot while being completely confident that they were law enforcement.
I pull up to him running across the parking lot, people tackling him, and one guy got in my face with mace and was like, I'm gonna mace you back up. I was like, why are you gonna mace me? And then I go around to try and record what they're doing to him, and one guy gets right in front of me and trying to block me and starts pushing me. I said, touch me.
Why were they going to mace me as I continue to do the only action that could get me maced? Where it seems their only objective is victimhood. Again, accomplishing nothing. The funniest aspect about this, specifically, is Home Depot has to have the largest concentration of blue-collar workers intolerant of unemployed nonsense, as originally, they tried to get their workers to join their side.
You don't want to look at it? You don't want to hear it? We're customers.
You can send it to our media relations.
Then marched in boycott of ICE, waving all the flags of the countries they demand they not be sent to.
Wait, boycott Home Depot? But where are people going to hire the illegals then? If you boycott Home Depot, then there's nowhere for the illegals to get hired. Boycott! What are you talking about? Oh, that's true, Lowe's. True. Hopefully it's not like Harbor Freight and Tool. Wait, is that where, oh man. Is that where the illegals go if like they're not as good at building stuff? They go to Harbor Freight and Tool? It's like budget Lowe's?
Simply can't take them seriously
Oh,
when they continuously
dude, Tractor Supply would be good. You'd have the good illegals there. What are you talking about?
represent all the countries that violently enforce their border laws while demanding the US doesn't, as for some reason, we need to feed them, because the labor unions will somehow stop federal law enforcement. This only sounds stupid because it is stupid. But if they're going to blame the hardware store for border enforcement, of course their stupidity would also have no borders, as obviously ICE kept making arrests outside Home Depot, so they took their protests inside the stores.
ICE at Home Depot! ICE! ICE at Home Depot! ICE! ICE at Home Depot! Home Depot, shame on you! Home Depot, shame on you!
Even wasting their workers' time by continuously buying ice scrapers and returning them on repeat, despite the fact
this is what I'm talking about. This is what I've been talking about the whole time. You're just like interfering with everyday
that
people.
those aren't ice scrapers, but
It's
putty
so
knives.
annoying.
Of course, these idiots aren't going to know that, as I wouldn't be surprised if this is the first time most of them have ever stepped foot inside
Yeah, I was about to say, like, what the fuck is an ice scraper?
a hardware store.
I was
But
like,
they're
what
apparently
is that?
protesting Home Depot allegedly having a $250 million contract with ICE to stake out their parking lots, to which on Threads, Home Depot had to officially deny. And even the DHS had to clarify they don't need private businesses' permission to enforce federal laws. But don't let silly things like facts stop the unemployed hordes from marching in Home Depot to waste some poor hourly worker's shift, buying and returning the same item over and over because social media weaponized their shoe-sized IQs. And it's a common occurrence as they protest outside hotels if they think ICE agents are inside.
What are you, an ICE agent?
Yes, ICE, there's no sleep for the wicked. You make these cries, you dear.
Only for this
Oh my
instance to be a
goodness.
blue-collar union.
What are you doing here? Are you staying in a hotel? That's good. Are you on ICE?
We're union pipe fitters. All of us are union pipe fitters and plumbers.
They're protesting the wrong people.
because
Oh
you
my
guys woke
god.
us
It's such a hilarious cell
Holy
phone for these
shit.
idiots to see masculinity and automatically affiliate it with ICE agents, as if there would be
That's
no
incredible.
other reason for men to congregate unless they were the feds, again showing us they have no idea what employment looks like. But sadly, this has spread to the kids, as schools experience massive walkouts.
Here's the thing. Okay, guys, listen. This is all fucking bullshit, okay? This is every time they try to say, like, well, did you know that the whatever high school, they all marched out of school. They all marched out of school because they don't agree with the thing. No, they marched out of school because they don't want to be in school. What are you talking about? What are you talking? Dude, I would march out of school even if I didn't believe the thing. Are you kidding me? I could go play more Pokemon. Of course I'd leave. Why would I stay in the class? Like, I could go outside and play Pokemon on my freaking Game Boy. Yeah, of course I'd be out of there. I'd be like, the anti-ice. Oh yeah. Me too, bro. Yo, you guys want to play Four Swords? Yeah, we could totally play Four Swords right here. Right? Just like, yeah. Let's play some Four Swords.
In protest of ICE.
Across the city, students have staged walkouts. School officials say that district-wide, more than 30,000 students, roughly 22%, were absent on Monday.
The only people that stayed back from the protest were white people. I literally looked at every single person in there. They were all white.
Saying that only the white kids value education over skipping school for a protest that will accomplish nothing isn't quite the own she thinks it is. If only there was a place that could educate her other than this public school that is obviously failing, as these anti-ICE protests have been active for 5 months, and all they've accomplished is activating Operation Swamp Sweep over in Mississippi, North Carolina seeing Operation Charlotte's Web.
Wait. It's called Operation Swamp Sweep because it's in Mississippi? That's fucking incredible, actually.
Despite these student walkouts, as Operation Midway Blitz has been escalating their forces in Chicago, and as Operation Bear Cave goes underway in New York, clamping down on illegals with CDLs, New York City is about to get their own operation in the near future. It's not like any of these operations are secret, so leftists have to be at least acutely aware of how badly they're losing. And you would think they would want to change up their tactics, but that would require them to think. So if you appreciate my concise